EA Sports, it's in the game.
Stay till the end for a new product from BenQ.
Welcome back to Not Quite Nerdy, where we do the nerdy stuff so you don't have to. I apologize for the long absence, but life, work, wife, work, all the things have gotten in the way. But here we are back for another video. Today we're going to talk about all the reasons that EA seems to hate me. And let's get into it. All right, so today we're talking about EA. Most people don't like this company. They're kind of terrible. And the sad part is they're such a massive, massive company that they're the ones who make most of the games. So what do we get stuck with? We get stuck with a lot of broken games, a lot of games that don't work at launch, and plenty of other issues. And the ones we're going over today is with our brand new Jedi game, Jedi Survivor. Today we're going to go over my issues most recently with the Steam Deck, Steam in general, the stupid EA launcher, and Jedi Survivor. So the biggest issue I've had so far is that it runs on the Steam Deck, and it actually runs seemingly well. You get about exactly 30 frames per second with a small dip here or there. The game actually ran fantastic for the most part. We're talking super low settings. Put everything at the bottom, every single slider down, lowest possible settings, and you're getting playable frame rates. Now the issue that I was having, and this is just comes down to a lot of things, the main issue I was having is right at about 10 minutes, and I mean almost exactly to the minute every single time I would play it natively on the Steam Deck, it would literally shut off. And I don't mean shut off, like turn off and show me a symbol of the Steam Deck or reboot. I mean literally just completely freeze and brick the machine. And then I would have to hard reboot, where we're talking hold down the power button for 10 seconds, however long it takes, and then it would literally reboot itself. Now, I thought maybe this could be an issue with updates and drivers and so on and so forth. So I continue to leave it installed on the Steam Deck for the next, I don't know, let's say 3 weeks almost I had it on there. And I would play it every few days when a new update would come out. And I waited until after the initial release. And I know the initial release was pretty bad. There was a lot of broken stuff, a lot of glitchiness, even on people with, nice PCs like I have. We're having issues with it. So I actually didn't start playing it until the first patch came out. That first patch actually fixed all of this for me on the PC, and that's got a 3080 and an 8700K that's overclocked to 5 gigahertz, all 6 cores, blah, 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 32 gigs of RAM, yada, yada. You get the deal. It's a nice computer. It runs pretty much everything at 4K, still to date, and I have no issues with it on here. Now, when you're playing Steam games, with EA, they have their EA launcher, and it's this like micro launcher that kind of pops up in the background, doesn't force you to sign in over and over again, so on and so forth. And it still causes issues, especially on the Steam Deck when I'm streaming it. So I had to give up on playing it natively on the Steam Deck. It just eventually would just crash 10 minutes over and over and over, went through multiple iterations and updates. It just didn't work. So I was like, you know what, that's fine. I'm playing it at home all the time. That's the other point of having a Steam Deck. I can stream it from the gaming PC in the house. So I did, right? Thought it would work great. For the first week of me doing that, it would crash at around 10 minutes also. And I think it was having something to do with that EA launcher running in the background. Fast forward, I was losing saves between the two machines. Rewind, back to when I was playing it on both machines going back and forth, I was losing saves. And in my experience on the Steam Deck versus PC, everything else that's truly a native Steam game that doesn't have a third-party launcher has been running flawlessly. And the cloud saves have been going back and forth flawlessly, but not on this. This ended up actually not being able to do it. I ended up losing some save data a few times, having to refight a boss or two. But other than that, the experience on PC has been wonderful, and the experience on the Steam Deck is absolute garbage, just like you would expect, and it kind of is what it is, unfortunately. EA really seems to hate me. I mean, if they're gonna be this massive studio that's got all this incredible IP, like, stop giving us broken games. Please, EA, like, stop giving us broken games. My other thoughts on the game, gameplay is fantastic. It's a wonderful game. You should definitely pick it up, especially right now. I believe it's on sale for 25% off on the Steam sale this week. Steam summer sale. If that's over, I apologize, you missed it. But the game is fantastic. It plays incredibly well on everything else. I've had no glitches, no stutters, no issues of any kind, except for the issues I had on the Steam Deck. Even streaming from the Steam Deck, or from my PC to the Steam Deck, I had issues. I had an issue at one point where I got stuck in 720p, and I literally could not, no matter what I did, you get to the button and hold it down, I could not get the resolution to change. It would let me go in, change it from 720p to 1440 or 4K, and then it would pop up that screen that says, are you sure you want to keep these settings? And you would hit every button on the key, nothing would work. A wouldn't work, spacebar, you're supposed to hold that button down, literally wouldn't work. So I would say only play this on a PC. Maybe don't even stream it on your Steam Deck if you can help it, because the experience is just, it's been less than subpar, and I really wish EA would get rid of their stupid launcher. Like, why do we need a launcher within a launcher? Don't even get me started on the fact that that same type of mini launcher just popped up on The Witcher 3. Come on, GOG, come on, freaking CD Projekt Red. Like what are we doing here? Like, we're regressing, we're going backwards. This is bullshit, I can't stand it. I wish these companies would do a little more to help us. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully I have new videos coming out every week from here on out. I'd like to thank our sponsor of this video. All right, so today's video is brought to you by Trevolo U. Now, when I received an email from the audio division of BenQ, the company that makes some of the most incredibly color accurate, fantastic computer monitors on the planet, I got excited because this is a company who makes things that I personally want and use. So when they asked me to check out this Trevolo U Bluetooth speaker, I got pretty excited. What I like about the Trevolo U is the first thing I want to talk about is the audio quality. It truly sounds crystal clear, and one of the reasons for that is it's got speakers in the front, so highs and mids come out of here. There's actually a subwoofer, or woofer we'll call it, in the back, maybe not sub. That's the main driver giving you all of your bass. The audio quality has been fantastic. Let's go through a couple more of the main outside features. So we have a line input, we have your Type-C on the back, we have the driver on the back, there's this soft touch rubber on the bottom so it sticks to most surfaces you put it on. It has a Bluetooth button, a power button, and something that I really appreciate that most Bluetooth speakers do not have is 3 dots on the top that tell you how much battery percentage you have. I wish it was 4 or 5 or 6, obviously, but you know, $240 speaker, you'd think we'd have a little more granularity than that, but 3 is plenty. So far, this is the Bluetooth button, so you can pair volume up, volume down. These both do actually control the volume on your iPhone. I have not tested it with my Android phone, but I'm assuming it does the same. And then there's a music button right here, and this is the one that's gonna put the EQ back to like music mode, and then there's 2 voice modes. Anyway, for those of you who made it to the end, thank you for watching that. Check out the Trevolo U speaker below. It is a fantastic speaker. I don't know if you're gonna get the same set of features in something for under $200, but if you can catch this on sale for $199, definitely a hard recommend. If it's something that you need to complete your setup at the house, you don't have a set of speakers or you don't have a Bluetooth speaker, I've taken this camping, I've used it for learning, I've used it for online classes, I've used it with the Steam Deck, and I definitely give it a recommend. I do think it's a little overpriced for what it is, but if you start adding in the fact that there's a microphone and some of these other features like the separate driver, it ends up being a very compelling argument. So if that fits in your budget, check out the link below if you're curious. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Peace.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate.